Santa Claus is coming to town. Alright, let's quickly review game 2 as I just left the Heritage Park. I know my legs and my feet kind of sore, no excuses. I mean, it was just not a good shooting game. I mean, especially considering how many offensive rebounds I got on that one floater. It was just like right at the beginning of the game. I think it was like already like a couple minutes, and I got like 6 straight offensive rebounds off that floater. So it had been 2-0 for a while, you know. But, you know, that's always a good thing. I don't know if there's going to be any series where it's going to be, you know, where I would have to limit myself on such offensive rebounds. I don't think there should be a limit to a number of offensive rebounds. I think it should stay unlimited, in my opinion. But yeah, so I mean, as far as my lead, there was no double-digit lead on this one. I think the most I had was, I think I started out 8-0 before my first time trailing was 8-9, where I suddenly started to miss about a few consecutive shots, and you know, just down 8-9. It was not a big deal. So you know, I started to regain the lead, right, and then trailed again in the second half, down 34-33. It was actually a low-scoring game, believe it or not, because the score was tied at 17, and all because of the missed floater, where I had to grab 6 offensive rebounds, you know. So it was a low-scoring game for the most part in the first activity, 17-17. But then I started to pick up the pace a little bit to see if I can gain my rhythm, and not too much. I did hit a couple of threes, right? Hell, in the last game, I think I only shot like maybe about, 4 threes, I think, if I'm not mistaken. 4 threes, yet my first lopsided win. You know what I'm saying? That was a game where I was just, you know, making about every shot, and yeah, just like in the second half, it just never turned back. I mean, I just started to build the lead. You know, that was a very good game 1 performance. Game 2, yeah, a bit rusty. It showed, but you know, I did enough to keep myself up, right? I think I had regained the lead to where it was there was no double-digit lead for me in this game. I think, it was just, it seemed to be a little more competitive, just for the fact that I just missed so many shots. But for the most part, you know, I remained confident, did not lose my composure. If this was a tougher activity like Eastgate Park or Willow Park, and I missed this many shots, yeah, that's already a bad loss. That's a bad loss, and I experienced that last series where my Game 6 loss in Heritage Park, mind you, was, I mean, you know, considering I was down by as many as like damn near 40 because of how many threes I had to attempt, you know, then yeah, of course, you know, that would have been, ultimately I only lost by 17, but that was just it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just I'll take this one. It wasn't, I wouldn't really call it an ugly win, but I did save the four bank shot attempts, you know, for the rotation of mid-range and threes, to make sure that I was getting it right, and I got them. So yeah, it was not a pretty one though, but it wasn't really that ugly either. Just some missed shots, just some rust, but you know, I'll take it for what it's worth. So now I'm 2-0. Really nothing to worry about as I go straight back to, so I'm going to be going to Eucalyptus Park for games 3 and 4 on Wednesday and Thursday. You know, baskets over there treat me a lot more friendly than parks here, even though I've had some recent success in Heritage Park. So, all right, well, that's all I got to say. Hopefully I'll have a much better game 3 and 4, but we'll have to see. So I'll leave it at that. Peace.